Welcome to the Inglorious Bards. We are coming to you live on twitch.tv/Inglorious Bards on a Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time every Tuesday. This is adventure number 50. This is the 50th live stream, which is crazy cool. And we had 16 episodes before that just on podcast, so this puts us around 66 according to my math of season 3. Quite a few. We're so excited. We're here in our new studio, new equipment. We are also available on our YouTube channel and coming to you on all our podcast platforms. And if you want any more information or come join the discussion on our Discord server, go to ingloriousbards.com. Without any further ado, let's get a recap of what happened on the last session from Jeremy.
Oh man, there was so much that happened. To start with, the defenders San Xaner were all heading down inside a tomb area, a dwarven tomb that had long dead dwarves and recently dead dwarves. One of them appeared to be Bolly's father. Well, they saw that there was whites in there that were desecrating the tombs, and they went to town and took them all out. Unfortunately, Bolly was correct. It was his ex-father who then came back alive because he was brought back to life, and Bolly had to kill him a second time. That went well. In the meantime, Xander was montage training Yelena in the Nexus and really getting their skills up and ready to go. And based on communications he had received from Master Yaru, he knew that it was time to go out and meet the rest of the defenders. So he left was getting ready to leave Mirskan and heading out of the Nexus when he was summoned by King Phaon. King Phaon brought Xander in with Yelena in tow and told him that the entire city of Mirskan and even Navarre itself was losing. It was losing its defenses, it was losing its guards, it was losing its soldiers, and there was a fear of a great dragon that was up north that he needed Xander to go attack. Xander made a whole bunch of pleas back and forth saying it's not possible, there's not enough of me, I need more defenders, and eventually the king ordered it. And based on the order, Xander agreed to go slay and or handle the dragon menace and promptly left to go find the defenders. He didn't go to the dragon, he went the other way because he needed his whole team and he was aware of that. So that is Xander tracing off. In the meantime, the defenders back inside after Bolly had really taken care of his father in more than a couple of ways, worked with one of the guys that they had around them, Nabik, the crazy dwarf who was making the Mithril pen, and that was where they were leaving off. So that's where we are. Xander's trying to catch up and meet up with them as fast as possible and possibly be fleeing the king. So from there, let the adventure begin.
Xander and Yelena ride their horses through a stone road carved through the side of a mountain. The road ends at a tall iron gate decorated in geometric engravings with several armed dwarves stationed outside. Xander holds up his hand in a friendly gesture to the guards.
Greetings, I am Xander, and this is Yelena. We come in...
Yeah, we know who you are.
Oh, well, I am a member of the Defenders of the...
Yeah, we know. Defenders of the Realm. Xander shifts awkwardly in his saddle.
Oh, good. I am seeking my allies who have come on.
They've told us. Go on through. Head down to Kegview and talk to the Mason Lord. He's expecting you.
Well, thank you. The courtesy of Lord Mason is appreciated.
Open the gate! The giant iron gate grinds open and Yelena and Xander are waved in. Xander gives his horse a light kick and enters the dwarven kingdom of Shadowhall. Yelena leans over and says, "Well, that was easy enough."
Yeah, but I was kind of hoping to make a diplomacy roll.
Hours later, in the depths of the Sunderforge district, the other heroes are holed up in a forge fueled by magma, with undead slamming against the door. A wild dwarf hammers away at a strange metal piece as sparks shower around the forge. A dashing Yosoki walks up to Bali, ducking under some of the sparks.
How much longer until that dwarf has this mithril pin ready?
This what?
The mithril pin. The pin with the mithriliness.
Oh, right. The crazy dwarf says it's just a few more hours.
Just a few more hours!
See?
Sildren walks up to the others as the hammering continues.
So, how much longer till this pin is ready?
It's just a few more hours.
I said only just a few more hours.
Do we have a plan on what to do with this pin?
We take it to the top of the storm channel, and,
Did I hear mention of a plan? We can't do much until that mithril pin is done. How much longer will it take?
A few more hours. That's all we need. Just a few more hours, you idiots.
Jeez, the hell's wrong with that weird dwarf?
Bali, you were saying?
right, we'd take the mithril pin to the top of the storm channel.
The giant aqueduct suspended over the chasm.
That's the one. There. We put the pin into place, then open the gates to let loose the water, and wash away the undead until the channel to access Shadow Hole. That should slow the undead's advance through my homeland.
Oh, and maybe give us a way out of here, too.
Possibly. Though it sounds dangerous. Dangerous here, dangerous on the outside of the walls, the stronghold. And Dakarth sounds more than a little unpleasant.
I'm all about danger and unpleasantness.
We know.
Master Yaru walks up to the group as the hammering continues.
Well, it looks like things are well in hand here. I'm going to explore the secret passage we came in and see how much longer it goes.
How much longer? A few more hours, I've said, you clanless ass cheeks! By the beard of the Stone Father, what part of a few more hours do you stupid hairless tossers not get? Have any of you pasty, flat-footed daffodils ever worked with the most precious metal ever carved from the earth? No! Because you dim-witted, fancy-dressed wearing spoiled city girls wouldn't know hard day's honest work if it came up and slapped you in the face with a giant metal hammer covered in molten mithril like this one in my hand, you loathsome perfumed elf lovers!
Well, we'll just leave it to you then, Nabek.
The wild dwarf spits on the ground and returns to his hammering while the heroes sheepishly shuffle off. Hours later, Xander and Yelena are standing before the leader of the Shadow Hall, Mason Lord Holrim.
Greetings, Mason Lord Holrim. I am Xander.
Yep. We know who you are.
And this is Yelena. We come.
You got it. You're a sorcerer, friends of Barley Ashbeard.
That's right. How did you know?
We have a war on our hands, sorcerer. Lots of dead swarming our halls. Your friends said you might come this way, that you could help.
Well, of course. I think you might find my particular style of magic is quite...
Good. Your friends have gone on ahead and are on a quest to finish construction of the Storm Channel. It's a massive series of aqueducts that run through Shadow Hall.
Okay. So where can I find them?
Across the spans, where we're holding back the dead. One of my men will show you the way. If you'll find your friends anywhere, they'll be at the Watergate soon.
So I just follow... Okay. Well, we'll just be on our way to stop these undead. It was an honor...
Best of luck, sorcerer. Shadow Hall's counting on you. Xander nods and awkwardly shuffles off with Yelena. Well, these dwarves get right to the point, don't they? Wait, what's wrong, Xander?
Nothing.
Are you worried about finding our friends?
No.
Worried about all the dead advancing on us?
No.
Then what is it, Xander?
Just really wanted to make a diplomacy roll.
Hours later, the other heroes are running along a metal catwalk suspended at the top of a massive chasm. 1,000 feet below, a molten river slowly winds its way through Shadow Hall, drenching the chasm in heavy orange light. Between the heroes far above and the molten river are the 5 spans they passed the day before, now covered in lots of undead. Dwarven soldiers fill the spans in an epic battle across the bridges. Back at the top of the chasm where the heroes run, lots of massive chains hang from the ceiling, many of them supporting a huge series of flat aqueducts called the Storm Channel. These big stone dwarven-made channels hang from the ceiling and are slanted or even stacked over each other to allow water to flow across and throughout Shadowhall. But the construction is not finished, and the water has never been released. A final piece of the construction is missing in the third to last stone channel suspended over the massive chasm. It needs a valuable final pin made of mithril to be inserted to secure that channel when the weight of the water is added. The heroes continue to run alongside the aqueduct on construction scaffolding hanging from the ceiling.
Look at these dead! They're swarming over these channel thingies! They're climbing all over them!
More than a few will die again today, if I have anything to do about it.
There's only workers in the channel, no soldiers. The dead are all around them.
Nebek! You have the mithril pin. What do you need to do?
Well, first, the pin's got to get hammered into place on the third section of the aqueduct. Second, the water gate's got to get open to flood the aqueduct. And third, I ain't got to do nothing. I did my part. I made the pin. Nebek forces the mithril pin into Palik's hand. You all go be heroes now, and when it's all said and done, tell the tale of old amazing Nebek and how he saved Shadowhall. The heroes leave the old dwarf behind and run alongside the suspended aqueduct as the dwarven workers and undead clash. The heroes then run across the chasm on narrow scaffolding, pushing aside chains and leaping onto the aqueduct high over the bridges and magma below. With undead to the left and undead to the right, the battle is on.
Let's go!
That is either the best or worst go I've ever heard. All right, we have a battle here. I am going to put this on our battle screen and make that map activated. I want to set the scene so that the visual description is clear for everyone, especially the players, because the stakes are a little on the high side. What we have is essentially a three-tiered vertical situation, a huge multi-mile long chasm, the bottom of which is a river of magma. Several hundred feet above that are 5 spans crossing that you guys dealt with in the previous adventure. And then hundreds of feet above that is this aqueduct just under the ceiling of this chasm.
Okay.
It ends at one end of this chasm, and that's where this big metal gates, or the water gate, is located. And what we are dealing with and what we have on our screen for any video viewers are 3 essentially dropped stone bridge platform aqueduct type things. So they have maybe 8-foot raised sides, 5-foot raised sides, and has room for the water to come in and then splash down and go down to the next one and splash down and go down to the next one. And there's like 50 of these things, but these are the 3 we're primarily dealing with because they're closest to the gate. You guys have run parallel and now gone across some thin scaffolding and have just jumped onto the aqueduct sections itself. You're in the middle aqueduct section. There's one to the west, one to the east. There are plenty of dwarves in the west and eastern sections. Some are on the west dealing with the water gate, and there's a couple skeletons there they're fending off. There are some dwarves to the east section as well. There's about 5 of them that are dealing with some skeletons. In the middle section where you have all just immediately arrived, there are 2 boats that have been preemptively set up. They're just completely dry. They're going to be using that for maintenance for later on. There is on the west-hand side where the dwarves are with the gate, there is a valve section, a temporary maintenance valve. That is there that you might see on your map. And on the far eastern side near the north section is a slot that is missing a place for the mithril pin to be hammered into place. In addition, we have a not so friendly looking bony fellow draped in a robe and emanating blue magic that Chris is already warily looking at me and shaking his head no. And that is a nasty lich you have encountered earlier in this dungeon, this dwarven stronghold. And he is leading the skeletons. And I think, as Palik had pointed out, there are also 1 or 2 that are of these skeletons that are climbing around just underneath these constructions. So that's where we're at. You've got one skeleton on your section, about 5 or 6 to the east with a lich, and then 1 or 2 to the west. And there's some dwarven workers here that are doing their best to fend off with tools. Any questions about that setup?
Yes.
How do we get out of this chicken shit outfit?
Okay, so to the west is the water gate that has to get opened, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we're sort of east of that. And then far east of that is the, and to the north of us are the aqueducts.
Nope, those are just scaffolding that you are. This is the aqueduct.
This whole thing.
This whole thing.
okay.
The whole thing is the aqueduct.
Okay,
Good question.
got it. And then the chasms, the spans, those are the aqueduct channels. Is that correct?
So what you're on right now is the aqueduct. So there's essentially 50 of these
Got it.
tiers that go down for a mile. Hundreds of feet down are the 5 bridges called the spans, which are the actual bridges that have nothing to do with the water whatsoever.
Gotcha.
That are currently embroiled in a battle below.
So the spans are below.
Way below, hundreds of
Okay.
feet below.
Got it. We're in one of them.
And the pin has to be put in the west section, right?
In the east section on the northeast
Okay.
side, there's lit it up in yellow just
Yep.
a little bit.
So the lich is aware or unaware of our presence?
He is aware as he saw you guys run in, and he is currently commanding some of his men in a hushed voice. He's far away. You can't hear what he's saying.
The mithril pin goes in the east, activating a mechanism of some kind on the west?
Nope, just secures that platform so it doesn't collapse down.
Gotcha.
Good question. Any others before you're on the section that collapses down hundreds of feet and say, well, you never told me, Tom.
There's no railing or anything, just drop.
There is railing. It's about a 5-foot ridge to keep the water in.
Okay.
And when the water doors opened,
Yes.
we're in the place where
Yes.
the water shall be
Okay.
pouring forth at a rather large volume, presumably.
Yeah, this right now is like phase 2 of construction of just trying to get everything into place. They have not really had things ready to release the water. They have some emergency things set up according to the Mason Lord's orders. But yeah, this is not.
So were we to open this, everyone in here would die.
It would not be good.
Unless we. Okay, so
Okay.
Die is extreme. You'd certainly go the other direction.
Would go for a swim.
Yes.
so when it gets open, and I want to make sure I understand this because we're in the aqueduct, and then way below us, there's bridges. Everybody's fighting.
Mhm.
The lich is below us on those spans, right? Or is he at the same level as us?
So, yeah, what we have, just making sure everyone's clear.
We're not.
Yeah. We have 3
Clearly.
vertical visuals to be aware of. At the very top is an aqueduct with multiple little steps. 50 of these steps.
Where
Call
we
them
are.
steps, where you're at. Hundreds of feet below are 5 spans that are not our factor. If you are in any way involved with the spans, you've taken hundreds of points of damage.
You're out of bounds. You've gone too far.
You're out
Ask
of
for
bounds.
directions.
And then there's a 3rd level beneath that, hundreds of feet, which is magma, which is going to be super bad if
Right,
you're involved
okay.
with that. So now our battlefield is up at the very top, which is right near the very ceiling pretty much. And that are these different steps that we have. We are looking at 3 on our battle map right now. And the westernmost one has a gate that has tons of water behind it. And the lich and the pin spot is on the eastern 3rd. So there's step 1. You guys are in step 2. And step 3 is where the pin goes.
And
He's going to repeat the same
Yeah.
question again.
In the pin. We got that.
and the lich is down on the span below. No, I'm kidding. So let's say we have secured the pin because we didn't talk about a plan. We haven't actually talked about the plan. The dwarves that are there by the water gate would be able to open it, correct?
Yes,
And they would be fine.
maybe.
Maybe. Okay. But they're willing to do so.
You haven't talked with him.
Okay.
That sounds like a great diplomacy roll.
They're don't forget about the boats, motherfuckers.
Yeah. There's the boats, but they may be washed away.
Okay.
Yeah, with
As
some
boats
dwarves
do.
inside.
And which way shall the let's say we're in this flow of water and we go past the spans, where are we going to?
So there's step after step after step after step, and it goes all the way down the chasm and then into holes and then just starts spreading out throughout the rest of the dwarven stronghold. So this goes on for miles and winds way to all the different districts and provides water and power.
That's where the water goes. He's wondering where we would go. I
Yes,
think once
with
we
the
activate the water.
Wherever the water goes.
Because you said something about steps.
So there's a toilet. I'm going to bring a demonstration.
There are also on these 3 steps which are gigantic stone constructions, little mini bridges, if you will, for the aqueduct. On each of these, you can see on our battle map there are a couple of ladders. So those will take an extra 5 foot of movement to get up or down. You see them at
There
all?
are plumbers listening in right now going, why can't they get this? What?
It's a simple aqueduct system. Yeah, I'm.
Good.
Shall we?
The Romans know how to do
Shall we
this.
begin?
All right. Then let's begin with an initiative roll. Piercy, you want to say anything, or are you good?
Guys, after yous.
Oh, so
right.
kind.
Which is perfect because you were last anyways, which is really nice. All right, so first up is Bali.
Da-da-da. I jump.
Good luck.
You have the Mithril pin, you don't need me.
Okay, beyond.
And all the heroes right now are in section 2, in the middle of our 3 sections.
Bali prepares himself by casting Sanctuary on his person.
On his person.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, what does that do?
Sanctuary protects Bali in such a way that any creature that decides to engage him must make a willpower save first.
Oh,
Before that can succeed.
interesting.
Nice.
And that takes 2 actions. You
2
have 1 action
actions.
left.
The next one will be to survey the field, trying to find where this lich is and see what he is doing, or
You
it
can
is doing.
see the lich. You can see he is getting ready to cast a spell. You can also see from there that he has debris that is circling around him. That is, let me check his location. That is a 20-foot radius around him. Light debris.
Watch out for the debris around the lich.
That's the weirdest thing you said today.
It won't stop there.
Xander, you are miles and miles away. Sorry.
I heard something in my head.
Palik.
Yaru, my man.
Yes, my young friend.
You got the wings. You got the speed. Get this pin put in. And I'm going to like ka-chunk this big ass pin into Bali's arms.
Into Yaru's arms?
Yaru's arms,
All
sorry.
right.
What? No.
I need a prop.
And then I'm going to go 90 feet.
It's like a 3-foot pin, right?
Yeah, it's big.
It's
It's a
small.
big thing. Okay.
Yeah.
My water bottle will
A
suffice.
solid mithril. It weighs about
Right.
15
I
pounds.
don't have any
or
mithril
so,
on the
sure.
table.
And then I'm going to book 90 feet to the west.
The west, down towards section 1. There's a couple skeletons there. All
Yep.
right. It is skeleton time. These are fighting there. They are fighting there. That guy is going to be wounded.
I have given the group a haste.
I'm
I'm not in the initiative order, but that would have been in.
Sure.
Yep.
What does that do?
It is an extra stride or strike. Next, I think 10 minutes
So,
for
Bali, you
everybody.
have a stride or strike if you want one.
Oh, fantastic. Where is the bulk of the
Yeah, they're
dwarven
over.
army? Is that split army?
they're
I use that
The
loosely.
Most of them are to the east, next to where the pin needs to go, next to the lich. But there are a few stragglers. There's one down here. There's one on a platform we're on, and then there are 4 to the west.
Go over to the west, where you're running to, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to stride in that direction. I have a 25-foot movement.
Okay. Palik moved a little bit extra. The skeletons go. They are fighting and slashing and attacking the construction workers who are trying to defend themselves. Some are successful, some are not with their tools. There is one skeleton who is climbing up onto your section, and I assume they have normal movement rate. Yep. And he is climbing up. That is 1, 2, and is getting right next to Piercy, but does not have an action remaining to get to you.
Well, hello there.
After me. And it is Master Yaru's turn.
just wobbling with this giant mithril pin. Do I have to use an action to put it in my pocket, or can I?
You do.
Okay. Well, with haste, we'll use my first action to put the mithril pin away.
All right.
Second action, I'm actually going to use 2 actions here. Bali last week we traded bracers. So I now have the bracers of dashing, which give me an extra 10 feet of movement speed for 1 minute. So I do that, and at the same time as I clang these things like Wonder Woman, it's not debris, but any piece of rubble light enough to be lifted off the ground does so, and there's a swirl of wind within 30 feet of Master Yaru.
Okay.
And he stares at the Lich, and
It's a debris.
it's a wind off. I have 2 actions left with haste. Let's see how far I can get.
No,
That's
you've got-
120.
So he did 1 action put away, 1 action activate the.
1 action left. It's 2 actions because I activated a key spell, wind jump, or
you're good.
Wandland. So 1 more action to move.
What's your movement?
60 right now.
Jeez. And he's got to lose 5 feet going up and down the ladder.
So I'll go 115, and I'll just stare at the 3
Skeletons.
creatures who are feeling debris and rubble kind of hitting them.
All right, Sildren.
We meet again.
Jeez. See. Need actually, you know what? Never mind. I am going to follow Master Yaru.
That's okay. I got this one.
Good. You're good.
I'm a good.
I can go 70 feet. Can I catch up to him? Oh, no.
No, you can get right there.
Close enough.
Maybe. Yes, because Death Ward has a range, I believe. Let me double check that. Death Ward.
I don't have to have moved my maximum move.
Yeah, actually, if you come back,
I
if that's
won't
all right.
move my maximum move speed if that's okay. If I can retract that,
Sure, whatever you
I'll
want.
just go back right to where Sildren can get to.
And then I
God.
give him a tap on the shoulder and say, you're going to need this. And you have been warded against death. You shield a creature from the ravages of negative energy. Actually, can I get within 30 feet of you because of the debris?
Yeah, what is that debris?
It's whoever I let in.
Okay.
And to describe that, I don't know that effect.
It is the Wild Wind Stance.
Oh.
Gotcha.
I can make a wind crash unarmed strikes as ranged strikes against targets within 30 feet. So anyone who I let in can be let in.
Nice.
It's not like a area effect or anything.
So you have a +4 status bonus to saves against death and negative effects.
Okay.
And you gain a 10 resistance to negative, and you suppress the effects of the doomed condition, which is, as we recall, will reduce your dying level from where we normally are at 5 due to house rules down to 4 if you are doomed.
So death saves, and what else was that +4?
Oh, he'll remind you.
Yeah, I will. +4 status bonus versus saves versus death and negative energy.
Negative energy, big one.
And then negative resistance of 10 as well.
Nice.
In other words, he just told you you're fighting the Lich.
Yep.
Have a nice day.
Speaking of which, the Lich is next. This sorceress, undead, nasty guy with flanged sorcerer shoulder pads, as one does, skeletal hands, long bony jaw, eye sockets with evil blue glowing eyes, steps forward just 10 feet to the back of his line of skeletons to the east, extends out a hand, and a nasty lance of polar icing cold flashes out and slams into the nearest hero, which is Yaru. Let's see if you can deal with this. He's making a spell attack roll against you. Your armor class is, let's see, he got a 33 to hit.
Is that a ranged attack?
It is.
That would be 37 to hit. So
why you have a 37 armor class?
I do because in the Wild Wind Stance it's a +2 against range attacks.
Oh. And a huge blast of magic goes wide. And can you roll a 1d4 for me? And you want to roll as high as you possibly can.
5.
3.
3. It will be 3 more turns before that spell is recharged.
That means do not effing get hit by that. That's what that means.
The Lich curses, no! And Piercy is up next.
Hello, Mr. Skeleton Man. I come to end your undead life. And he's going to start hacking away.
At the skeleton right next to you.
Skeleton right next to me.
Good luck.
First attack is a miss with 5.
But with gusto.
How much is a practicing? Second, there we go, is a plus 22 is a 35.
35 is a hit.
Okay, so that's for it 8 damage. 8 piercing, 3 fire.
8 piercing, 3 fire.
Third attack, and it's gonna be. And I have haste as well, correct?
Yeah. Everybody has it.
You do no damage to the creature.
What?
Surprise!
So I hit it, and it's like.
Yep. Going through the bones, your blade does no damage, and the bones are resilient to the fire as well.
Oh. Piercy's a little dumbfounded at the moment.
As well.
Hey, that wasn't supposed to hurt you. I try one more time, and he's gonna go with a finisher. Last attack.
Okay.
Good luck.
Is a 32.
32 is a hit.
And that's 2, 4, 9 piercing, 6 fire. And plus.
You do no piercing damage. You do no fire damage.
None? What plus all this?
Well, I don't know. What is all this?
2, 4, 7, 8, and 3 more. 8, 11 more piercing.
I don't think it's piercing. I think it's precision.
Precision.
So how much?
11.
11. All 11 of that does get in. You get some weak joints, some weird tendons that are left behind.
Okay. So he takes 11 points of that damage. He's also a -2 on his next attack at me if he does.
Okay.
With haste, my 4th move action is to just tumble behind him. So, little acrobatics. That's a 40.
That's a critical success.
Awesome.
You roll through and
Through the rib cage.
Yeah. You're on the other side, and your next hit on this guy alone will find a very juicy spot and will ignore all his resistances on his next hit. You saw as you tumbled through. Oh, there's a little bit of a heart on this guy. Bali, back to you. You're on the western section, section number 1.
What is my range to
A bit.
towards
Over 100 feet.
100 feet? We're gonna have to close that gap a little bit. Try and get behind
all
you.
all 3 movements.
Let's
3
see
and
what
4.
2 will get me there.
Yeah, he's got extra haste. Everyone has haste.
You can get 50 feet with 2 there.
Ooh, go a third then. Not so close to whatever that dark black opening is.
I think this is the whole.
Just a hole.
It's a wall. Oh.
It's a hole.
Well, there's a 5-foot ridge wall, and then
Yeah,
a,
let's,
you
let's
can't
carve
be
right
over
over a
it.
little bit in the middle of
some
that.
mountain to
So not,
climb.
yeah, just a little bit of it.
It's a rail of stone, if that makes you feel any better, Wally.
And I will hit the enemy that's off to the right of Palik that I can see there.
With what?
With my cantrip that I can't use. Because
Okay.
of that. I will cast shield then, and I will sit.
Palik.
Hello, motherfuckers! And I'm gonna
Oh, he's so colorful.
Starts a rap song or
slash at
something.
the skeleton with a 36.
Is a hit.
Uh,
Yeah.
Tim's like, right.
There's some communication missing.
36
36 points of damage.
points of damage.
What type of damage?
Piercing?
You said 36?
Yeah.
You do plenty of damage,
Okay.
but not all the damage.
Okay. Okay. It's also going to have persistent bleeding damage. And
I'm a skeleton. What do you want?
I will
Some of the
attack.
undead do bleeding damage before.
Let's see.
Oh.
Mhm. Don't forget to adjust your hero points.
I attacked again and I got a critical hit.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought you were looking at something.
I am looking at something. Another is bleed damage, persistent as such. It has no effect on non-living creatures. Bleeding will not apply to them.
80 points of damage with a critical hit.
How did you get it? You rolled a natural 20?
Uh-huh.
With 80 points of damage, you do a lot of damage to this thing. It's hack up off. A whole bunch of bones and brittle chunks go flying, and you hear just the from the creature and the same exact sound from across the way from Piercy and Jealousy.
And we'll try this third attack with 34
is a hit.
Uh, 27 points of piercing damage.
He is barely in any shape whatsoever. There's like spine and a couple arms, but rib cages and a bunch of leg muscles or bones are just shattered. So
Big
fantastic.
stick man.
I set him up, little dwarf. You knock him down.
What?
One nearby strikes at and wounds the dwarf next to you. The next one is next to you, Palik, and turns around. That's a skeleton you've just wailed away on.
Yeah.
And he strikes at you with an old rusty sword for a 23 to hit.
Nope.
ooh, no.
That was not great.
Can't catch me,
what
can't
about a
catch me.
total of 20 to hit?
Yeah, that one hits.
Okay, but natural 20 with a 30 to hit, would that be a hit?
No.
Okay, so he gets a normal hit on you then.
Okay.
The critical becomes just a normal. So he gets a normal hit. You get a little cocky, and he's able to stab you for 30 points of slashing damage.
That wasn't
Are you-
very nice.
Are you resistant to slashing damage? Because that might.
Yeah, he resists all of that.
All right. There's a skeleton down to the south who destroys a worker and gives him a big stab. He reels back and then boots him and lifts him off and boots him off the edge, and that dwarf goes falling to his doom.
Rude.
And we'll move several feet. Shunka did not move, by the way.
Shuka's in my pocket.
Okay, we'll move Shunka out of the battlefield. Next up, fight. Another dwarf on the east section. Section 3 is killed as he is surrounded. Find there. That guy's going to survive. Done. All right, next up is Yaru.
Seeing the chaos, seeing them throw the dwarves over the ledge, Yaru is going to dash quite literally directly east to defend this dwarf with 3 skeletons surrounding him. Yeah, I'm gonna I'll flank. Thank you.
Yep.
Natural instinct there kicking in.
Yeah.
So with flanking, I am going to use. I do have haste, so I still have 3 actions. Let's use the first action on this guy in front of me as a flurry of blows. That is an 11, so that's 37 to hit.
Is a hit.
Okay. Let's what is it? 6. 17 points of damage.
What type of damage?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
And 6 of that is fire.
It will take all of. It will not take all of that. It will take the bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Well then, 17 minus 6, so 11.
Got it.
Kind of undead are into fire.
The fire retardant.
That was the first attack of my flurry of blows.
Designed to give us a hard time.
That's a edge. Roll that. That is a 12 and T1. That's a 33 to hit.
Is a hit.
Oh, perfect. With the second
Pounding
flurry
away.
of blows, that is 6 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage.
6.
6. With the fire damage not counting. I have one more action, or I have 2 more actions. Goodness. I'm going to use my third action here to speak to the dwarf.
The worker. You're fighting
the
alongside.
worker. I'm just going to say, we have something. We have the key to fix this. I need you and all of your strength. And I'll use my last action to do a final attack on this guy, on this skeleton.
The dwarf does respond and says, "You have my hammer." And then you hear it. Are we doing that again? Like, no.
Down below.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 13 plus 17. We'll call that a 30.
Is a hit.
Beautiful.
Punch, 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 punch.
6, 7, 12 points of damage.
Of bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning damage.
All right. Good. Done. Some nice punches and some communication. Sildren.
So that looks like 3 skeletons to the southeast of me. That looks like 3 skeletons and a lich. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And can I get a range to the furthest skeleton to the south?
115.
115. Beautiful. I will move to
There are
the
4 dwarves around him, by the way, too.
Yep. I will move to the northwest, a single move up a further away, getting
Going behind these others?
northwest. So I'm going to go
Oh.
up and almost behind the pillar, but not quite behind cover. And I say to myself, this is probably the last time I ever get to do this, and I'm going to cast Chain Lightning.
Chain lightning.
Yes.
Let's go.
And it will be to the southeast. They all have to make reflex saving throws.
Okay. And it's the three skeletons?
Skeleton, lich.
And lich. First
Yep.
skeleton is a 36.
Against my spell DC. That's going to succeed.
All right. 22 and 29.
Both fail.
And then the lich has a 38.
Succeed. So 70 points of damage to those that failed, 35 to those that succeeded.
Holy
Nice.
moly. What type of damage?
It's lightning.
Okay,
so I don't know what
Bludgeoning.
So for an achievement basis, do we count all the
Electricity.
damage at once? That seems a little unfair.
Well, it's still going to be hard to beat what you did last week. So.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Critically success.
And how much is it if they have passed?
35.
Such a great spell.
Well
That
done.
is a great spell.
Wow. Let me double check that lich one more time.
You said his was what?
Ooh.
38?
38.
38 would actually be a critical success.
Okay.
Because my spell DC is 22.
Healing him back up.
So, unfortunately.
Got it. Okay.
Thanks for pointing that out.
No, your spell DC should be 32.
Yeah, you should be.
Oh,
Much higher.
It should be your attack plus 10.
gotcha. So, yeah, so not a critical.
You gotta make
Success.
up your mind.
I'm dying over it. Wait, I'm already.
Taking my HP. You're giving
And
me
half
HP.
again one more time.
35. 70 and 35.
All right. He takes a big chunk of that. Zap, zap, zap. Lightning lashes out
Now,
across.
do you understand why I wanted to be behind the corner? Now I pissed off the lich?
Well, question.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the Lich's turn.
And also, actually, I do have one more action. I'm actually going to go behind the pillar and get out of sight.
So you're going to duck away.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Defensive.
The Lich was about to cast a spell on you. Good call. He will then turn it on the next available hero, which happens to be Yaru.
Sorry.
Yaru, he waves his hands and really focuses to extend the spell that should not be able to reach that far and extends it to that distance. And he affects your reality as the world starts to shimmer and you see strange walls start to close in around you. This is very odd and disorienting. You need to make, and you will likely fail. This is a Lich. You need to make a, let's see where it's at. Where's that? Where's that? Oh my God, why isn't it there? Oh my God, it's not on there. Why not? That's how you resist it there. Stand freaking by.
The waiting in action.
Yeah. I'm trying to...
Loading.
Oh.
Oh.
There is no initial save.
Oh, shit.
So this is the highest level spell we've ever seen in the game, a level 8 spell.
Oh,
8?
Snap.
And Yaru disappears out of this reality.
With the mithril pin.
Wow.
Wrap it up, boys.
Wrap
It's
it
over.
Oh my God.
Should I leave?
Come back next week.
Oh.
Maybe.
You said out of this reality.
Realm.
As in this plane?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
You...
Shh, the call you were reaching for has been disconnected.
You have been transported and phased out of this reality and transported into an extra dimensional maze of eldritch power and trapped there.
Tom, I'm going to just throw this out because,
Yes?
you know, Death Ward, was that maybe game something? Maybe, possibly.
No.
Have a necromantic tag on it.
Negative
It does not
energy.
have a necromantic
death- There's no save
I
to be
figured I'd
rolled.
give it a shot at
save.
least. Maybe,
No.
you know.
There are saves later, but not the initial.
Okay.
You are gone and are sucked away. You find yourself trapped in a weird translucent maze of darkness and lightness, and you can't make heads or tails. The sound is weird and windy. You are no longer in the dwarven hold of Shadow Hall. You have no idea where you're at. You know that there's a way out, but you don't know where it lies.
Okay.
And
For
then
the Lich's next action.
it is Piercy's turn.
Wow.
Did Piercy notice any of that happen?
Yes, you all heard Yaru's final words. What were those?
This tickles. What are you doing?
That's what you heard.
And then we see him disappear. All right. What? What just happened? And he runs. Show me 105 feet. Actually, no. Show me
Which direction?
90 feet.
Enhance.
Or like paint the fence.
Show me 90 feet towards the Lich.
I wasted that Death Ward spell.
Go back one more. There you go.
Okay, so that's 90. How about 135 towards the Lich? All right, so I'm going to use 4 actions with my panache vivacious speed to move whatever it takes, up to 180 feet.
180 feet.
Yeah.
To get to the Lich.
I'm gonna tumble through the Lich.
You race like crazy, leap down to the next section.
Imagining on all fours.
Oh
just,
man,
you
as
know,
fast as it's ever gone. All right, and you're gonna tumble through the Lich.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't let that be the
serious
only natural
soaky
20.
power there.
Definitely gain a hero point for that.
Nice.
It's amazing.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Tabard blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Majestic rat just
I don't know.
running.
I'm thinking more Speedy Gonzalez is what just happened. Holy cow.
And so he has -2 to his next attack on me
Okay.
if he tries, and he's flat-footed.
All right. Next up is
Hello there, sir.
Bali.
Bali starts unleashing a cantrip at the next guy here. So let's balloon that up. Let's do a searing light. This is the one that's off to the side that I can see to the north. There. 7 plus my spell attack,
Mm-hmm.
which is what? Which is 20.
I don't know. You guys know what a spell attack is?
21,
Your spell attack should be
22.
Yeah, whatever your DC is -10.
At least mine's 22.
so it should be 29 then.
29 is a hit.
29 is a hit. All right.
29 was your roll, or 29 was your DC spell attack?
With everything.
Thank God. I was like, what did I do wrong? Bully's so strong.
right. Yours is 20.
And what was this?
Yeah.
This is
21.
searing light.
What level?
3.
Okay.
And 19. So 19 is
38.
good, and then 19 fire.
19 good and 19 fire.
I believe is radiant damage, but
That matters.
Ah.
Searing light, what type of damage does it do? Anyone
I
know?
Top of my head.
Our druid also
Searing
has it.
light.
I got it.
You know, one is good.
Searing light. 5d6 fire. If the fiend is undead, 5d6 good.
Good. Okay.
Oof. Nice.
So you did 19 and 19.
19 and 19.
All right. It absorbs some of the fire and takes the rest. It does not have good resistance. And Bala, you have one more action and then one more move or strike.
We'll close up. Hey, where's that 25 put?
Down right here.
So I'll do my move, and then I'll do one strike.
A punch? Or what do you do?
Punch.
All right.
God, what the hell is my attack? I've never attacked before. 28.
28. I think you also need to subtract 5 from that because there's this thing called a multi-attack penalty you haven't dealt with in a while.
Never had to deal with that.
Yeah.
So 23.
23 is a miss.
23 is a
Palik.
I see this one hanging on a little bit. I'm gonna strike at it with a 38.
Is a hit.
I'm trying to do this flanking thing.
Yeah, 30 points of damage, and 5 of that is electric, if that matters.
Destroy it.
Okay.
Skeleton crumples.
And then I will move up. Come on, dwarves! And it's probably good.
Is the dwarf going to give him flanking?
37.
Yep.
$26 points of damage.
What type?
Sorry, 3 of it's electric.
kind that works?
23 is piercing. Oh, actually,
Not bitter at all.
plus 7 more piercing. So,
Okay, got it. I got it. All right. Anything else?
no, I moved and attacked twice.
You have haste.
Oh,
So
that's right.
that frees up an
Let's-
action for you.
Oh man, 34.
It is a hit. Free hit.
20. Yeah, 24 points of damage.
What type of damage?
20 points of piercing, 4 points of electric.
Okay.
Man, dice math is hard again.
Especially with
I
resistances.
keep like trying to do my math ahead of time. Like, oh man, I gotta really like add these up.
All right, you slice and slice and slice and do some nice damage. It is that skeleton's turn. Do you want to taunt it to you, or do you want it to focus on the dwarf? Your call.
Oh, bring it on!
All right, it spins around and goes ahead and brings it on. And it strikes.
But is it gonna bring it on again?
With a 33 to hit.
Ooh, I'm gonna use. I have a reaction to up, so no, it'll be a miss.
What's the reaction?
Let's see.
Just making stuff up?
Yeah. Nimble dodge.
What does it do?
Gives me a +2 circumstance bonus to AC
Makes everything miss.
versus a triggering attack.
All right, nice. And then a 31 to hit.
Nope.
And then does a triple attack. Oh, 23 to hit. Swing, swing, swings, misses. We have some more skellies. There are 2 that are on the midsection. One goes after. Too much. It goes chasing after. It doesn't get too far after Piercy. Another one, though, continues to the west.
The one directly next to that dwarf in the kind of eastern section that I was fighting,
Yes.
He needs to get 18 more damage. I forgot to add my +6 for my attacks.
Of what damage?
Bludgeoning.
18, you say?
Yeah.
Got
I
it.
hit him 3 times.
How is he getting
+6.
up the step, or is it just not that high?
Oh, there's little ladders there. I don't know if you can see them.
Sure.
They blend in a little bit.
They're undead. They're not
I like to
stupid.
think of it as like the Tron, where the thing goes and it just keeps going and bits and pieces get knocked off.
All right, this guy goes here, this guy, and this dwarf who was with his hammer is destroyed and murdered and slaughtered. His hammer collapses to the ground. Skeleton there, fight. This one is going to fall back. This skeleton down to the south is killed by 3 workers.
Nice.
And because they're bludgeoning the hell out of it. This one, however, is attacking Palik. It is not smart enough to get the flat footing or the flanking.
Piercy, you mean?
I'm Piercy, sorry. 37 to hit on Piercy.
Yes, that
All right.
hits.
25 slashing.
Okay.
And a second attack is a miss. All right. Skeletons are done. That means we have Yaru.
Hi.
Yaru, you are trapped in a realm beyond realms. You are nowhere to be found. You can do whatever you want with your 3+1 actions.
What do I see? What do I hear?
Let me tell you. But
Okay.
and once and only once each turn, you can spend 1 action point to try to find the path out of the maze.
Okay.
And that involves either a survival check or a perception check.
Oh, gee. Survival. Perception. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try that. For
All right.
my first action, I still have 4, correct?
And I doubt you're going to spend any others doing anything useful. Just letting you know, it's pretty much this.
Okay.
Unless you got something up your sleeve.
Build a
I'm
camp.
gonna do this, and then I'll try something.
All right.
That's 25.
25. You have no idea at all where the.
But I can keep trying that.
Is
Is there a penalty to?
once per turn.
Oh, once per.
Consider using it here.
You hear this
Whispers
voice
come through the
You can't roll worse than a 5.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe not. Never mind.
Let me.
You find out you're
I don't want
8-dimensional.
any
Let
responsibility.
me
on
try something with the rest of my 3 actions here. Yaru's gonna go even further, get lost, it would seem, and go further into himself.
Okay.
Yaru right now has lost the connection with Xander, technically. He is not on the same plane as Xander.
Mm-hmm.
But Yaru has the ability of Ki and can teleport
Mm-hmm.
between planar boundaries, according to my sheet here.
Go on.
I'm gonna break that, but
I know it's not going to work,
I
but
canceled my
I
regeneration. You're
teleport
losing that.
up to a distance equal to my speed within my line of sight. If
Uh-huh.
I use all 3 of my actions and both of my hero points, can I change that to try and locate a way back?
If you spend all 3 of your actions and 1 hero point, you can get a +2 to your next roll next turn as you bounce around quickly between walls, trying to find the one way out.
I like this negotiation. That's a good that's a good die roll right there.
A +2 to this roll.
Next roll. Next turn.
Next turn.
You have to use all 3 actions and the hero point now to get the +2 next time. I will gladly pay you Tuesday.
For a hero point.
4 actions next turn and no hero points.
You don't have haste anymore, probably.
If I still have my 4th action next turn, I can only make the roll once, I suppose. But
Once per turn.
Okay, I'll take the deal.
All right, you are bouncing, teleporting, trying to find the final way back, calling
And
out
a focus point, mind
for
you.
Owl on your little computer data pad.
cat in a
It
playpen.
is Sildren's turn.
Ziggy's trying to find you.
This is my version of drawing a bunny rabbit on the ground in chalk and
Yeah,
trying
totally.
to...
I get that vibe.
I genuinely.
Children, I could use some help.
No.
Okay.
And that's exactly what he says.
Yeah.
How he says it.
Over there.
Could you watch that whole
I'm
thing?
going to cast. Oh God, I don't want to do this.
So sorry.
No, I'm not. Gonna do that. I
You're just
will
hearing tears
cast.
from another dimension.
I'm going to open up my cloak and Chunka, leap out.
I love that spell. It's so
Yeah,
simple.
I know. Cash. It was something we had passed up at one point in time, and here it is again. So he leaps out of the druid's vestments and charges towards Piercy.
What's the
Okay.
speed on the little kitty?
40, so 40 times 3, because he gets like 1 extra action from the haste, I presume. but
Sure.
he has-
Where do you want him?
Or James 3 is 120.
Yep, right.
I should get him there.
Yep, right there.
And Piercy also takes 16 points of bludgeoning damage from the telekinetic whirlwind of bone shards flying around.
Okay.
You will also continue to take 2d12 points of bludgeoning damage while you stay within 20 feet of the lich.
Dude.
Okay. That was 16. All right.
What's your resistance to bludgeoning damage?
I have
And-
a +0 to resistance.
And then Sildren's going to follow that up by heading towards the lich as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying right now too.
Tiptoes. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What size is the witch?
Medium,
Okay.
normal.
Okay.
Can
And the
anybody have a
zombies
range
as
on
well.
Dispel Magic
Yep.
real quick?
But not the
Um,
dwarfs, right?
Not the dwarves.
Never mind, I got it.
I don't know. What is a dwarf? Dwarves
Actually, I
might
want to
be
get
medium.
120 feet
medium
from the
size?
lich.
Dwarves are medium.
Dwarves are medium.
They're at the bare
120
minimum
feet.
medium.
Not minimum.
From the lich,
Yeah,
away
I
from
know.
it.
I
I
gotta.
don't- oh, okay.
20 feet in.
Come here, Poppy. Come here. No, I need you right here. I need you flanking, Poppy.
It is the lich's turn.
No, it's not.
No?
It's Sildren's turn.
What do you got?
Sildren is going to cast Dispel Magic at 6th level at the lich,
Uh-huh.
at the
Questioning
aura
hero's look.
that's around him.
Wow, that's not allowed, but I like it. Let's do that.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Say, by
The power of Grayskull.
Keth's blessing. Boom. Okay. Do I roll, I
You
presume?
make a spell attack roll.
Okay. That's going to be a 38 at 6th level. Dispel Magic.
Versus him is a success. So that means you cancel up to a level 7. You cancel that entirely for the rest of this battle. All the bone shards gently fall down.
Oh,
collapse.
nice.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, but here's the payout. Here's the thing, though. Those float down, and as it floats down, he equally goes.
And Sildren slinks back behind the.
Oh, that's great. 2 huge spells.
Thank you. That was
nice
good.
cast.
All right. The Lich, with its whirlwind gone, reaches out to blast you with a lance of ice, but just a little bit of sputtering crystals come out of his palm, and it's not quite ready yet. So instead, it whips around and touches Piercy.
Okay.
Show us on the mouse where it touched you, Piercy.
On the rat.
It is doing vampiric touch at level 4.
I don't like the sound of that.
It is totally fine.
Is there any sort of DC that I get?
Let's see what it does. Vampiric touch. You gain temper. You deal 6 to the strength. You gain saving throw, fortitude. Go for it.
Okay.
Top left of your saving throws.
Yeah, I know. I'm
all
wondering
your
if I want
cool
to
bonuses.
use. Oh no, that's not that. I'm going to use Charmed Life, which gives me a +2 to a saving throw, and I have to use it before I roll.
Okay.
So calling it now. So Fortitude saving throw,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to get +2. And he's also flat-footed. I don't know if that.
That doesn't matter.
Okay. 17. That's 38.
You do lead a charmed life. Oh my God. Good call, my friend. He drains you of life, but you cut that damage in half. You take 15 points of damage.
Okay.
This is negative damage. Does that apply to anything
No.
with your spell?
He doesn't have a ward.
Oh, okay.
It's,
That was
it's
Yarrow.
on Master Yaru.
So 15 points of negative damage.
I
and-
almost gave it to him, but then I'm like, nah, Master Yaru's got the Lich. He like always goes after the big guy.
and he heals 7.
Okay.
So you did, that was pretty darn good then. Pretty darn good. In addition, he is going to move to the north and gets away from you a bit. Get some distance. It is your turn, Piercy von Skeetenlever.
Rodent scary.
Well,
Oh, and as he goes by, he picks up bones and tries to throw them around.
You can't the LARPing Lich.
harping Lich. That's funny.
That'd be a great like name for an inn, or you know.
Move. First action is going to be to move to his northwest, so that if what the F is your dog's name? Shunka. Yes. If
Oh,
Shunka.
you're gonna depend on Shunka to help you
If
flank.
Shunka were to
Yeah.
at some point
Die
come
on
up
that
and
hill,
flank.
my friend.
Maybe he will.
All right. So that's first action. Second action is to strike at the dude. 42 to hit.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Why the pause, Tom? Why the pause?
16 damage. One of that is fire.
What type of damage?
Piercing.
Piercing. This is a different person.
It can also be slashing.
Your call.
Slashing.
Okay, I'm gonna try slashing.
Bruce
Okay.
Sullivan.
He takes roughly half that damage.
Okay.
But if it were pierced.
Try piercing next time.
All right, second attack. Here we go. Is a miss. I rolled 5. I have one more action. I'm gonna attack one more time. Ooh, that's not bad. 35.
35 is a miss.
Ooh, okay.
That is it for Piercy. That is the end of the round. Oops, I just adjusted that. Did not mean to adjust that. It is a new round. Normally at the start of the round, it would be Bali. But instead, we have a new player entering the battle as the form of the lich grows flesh-like.
Oh,
the
shit.
bones start to become more fleshy and take shape. And the lich twitches a little bit, a la Agent Smith.
What the what?
And still bony, but maybe with some translucent skin appear on the hands underneath the robe of the lich. And you see a part skeletal image, part ghostly image of a strong-featured man who looks across at this battlefield, and everyone except Yario, because Yario, you're not there, but the rest of you are all slowed in time and also very close and present with him momentarily. I'm thinking of the moments from the Assassin's Creed games where you're taken out of the moment and you're in this space. And you stand before Skordrenar.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make a deal?
And he is able to address the lot of you, as even those of you that are very far away or very close, you're all right there and can hear him. And he says, "It is inevitable, this tide that is to come. You are standing up against an unwinnable fight." And
Not in my home, I'm not. Who are you anyway?
Does Bali know? Bali doesn't know.
You know the name for
You
sure.
know the name?
You've been battling against Gordon for a couple of weeks
But
now.
would you recognize him?
No.
Right now?
Do we recognize him?
Yes.
I'm gonna. It's gorgeous.
He doesn't look very healthy, does he? I don't imagine you're gonna last long here. I'm pissing you off. Get out of my home. Take your rabble with you.
I have sent my rabble, particularly here, to cut a path through the mountains to access more of Varen as I take it over, but also to teach you a lesson in standing up with these heretics and resisting, as I made quite the effort to succeed in killing your father in the halls of this dwarven compound.
You're a dick.
Can Bali lash out with a cantrip?
You cannot yet.
Oh.
You can talk to him, though.
So how are things? Hey, come close and I got something for you.
You will learn what death is, as will all, even the rats that plague the city on the sea are being drowned in the sewers as I speak. The forests in the Mage Island will be swarmed with undead, and the caretakers will be killed. And much more death will be brought across all of Varen as I claim this as the home, the new home for the dead.
Not in my lifetime.
I think there's a big fucking dragon that's gonna say something about that. Not to mention us. We fought against worse odds than what you're bringing, and we fought worse people than you.
He kind of recoils from that and loses the connection of that moment he was generating, and everyone is snapped back into their position on the battlefield, and we have a fresh initiative for everybody.
After you, whoever you are.
All right. And at the top is Master Yaru. Tauntingly.
Maybe.
So
Use him back.
okay.
So, Master Yaru, you're back in your realm of unreality. You have gotten this bonus teleporting. You see a couple ways home, little shimmering areas that look like they're underground. Could this be the path? Each one's a solid wall. Is the next one it? You can spend one action with a +2 to make a survival or perception roll.
We'll choose perception.
So pusu for fun.
You're doing the whole Doctor Strange. You're trying to create this sphere to
Yeah,
pass
I'm
through.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Inception right now, running up the walls.
Come on, baby.
Okay, with a 36.
With your plus 2?
With a plus 2, it's a 36.
You do not know the path out.
Oh.
Do you know the way to San Jose?
Got one here.
36, I can't make it.
Would you roll natural on your?
A 14.
Could do better than that.
Can. Yes.
Oh,
I
actually, hold on,
believe
hold
in
on. Actually, hold on. I'm going to alter the spell slightly. You are.
Altered the D.
You need 2 successes to find your way out. You just got half a success if you fail. So let me make it easier. You need 4 successes. You just got 1 success if you fail.
Total of 1.
You got a total of 1 of the
Because he
4
did
you
last
need.
time too and failed.
No.
This is the new deal.
Yeah, this is the new deal.
Okay.
So you're
fine print
getting worse
right
all the
under
time. Okay, so rephrase that. So, or say it again. I'm sorry. So if
Yeah.
I fail, that's 1 point.
Yes.
If I succeed, that's 2 points.
Yes.
I need 4 points to win.
Yes.
I
Got
have
it.
1 point.
Yes.
Don't critically fail.
I use a hero point. That takes away my 1 point right now.
Yes.
Not taking away my hero points.
Okay. Okay, then you're good, and you have
yeah,
3 more
so-
actions.
so,
Anything
yeah.
else you want to do?
No, there's nothing else worth
3 more
doing.
turns of failing.
Yeah, there's.
Is
It's brutal level 8.
But I can only roll once
Only once per turn.
per turn. Yeah. So.
All right, Yaru is done. Next is Palik.
And there goes my +2.
Molly,
that hero.
I can take care of this bastard. You go find Yaru. Make sure he gets that pin in, and take care of that lich. Take care of that Scourgeonar shithead.
You watch after my brothers then.
Oh yeah, of course. And I'll attack. Oof. 31.
You have flanking?
33.
Nice.
It's a hit.
I have 2 points now.
You have 1. We're just going to do
The
1.
first one
That was
didn't
the
count.
first. Okay.
You're not supposed to officially get on fails, but we'll be here for years.
Yeah.
Well, he'll be there.
Right.
4 turns is punishment enough.
25 piercing, 4 electric damage.
Okay. Minor blow, but some damage dealt.
26 to hit.
Is miss.
Yeah. 34.
Is a hit. 2 cuts.
29 piercing damage, 2 electric damage.
Okay, is more cuts and more cuts. You are done. It is skeletal captain
I
time.
live vicariously through Balik. I can't do any damage myself, but
We will have a skeleton go west. A skeleton go with 1 attack. A skeleton go west with another attack.
Run!
A skeleton go east with 1 attack. And the skeleton will go get some flanking with 1. So all these just get 1 attack. All right, Sildren. You are struck at by 2 of the skeletons. Just a 24 to hit and a 23 to hit.
You way. Not even
Um,
close.
Kiersey,
Critical fails, in fact.
39.
What the F?
39 to hit?
Yes.
Got the fancy skeleton.
That's a miss?
Yes, that hits.
That's a hit. And then the other one with flanking gets a 29.
That misses.
Okay, just the first one. 23 points of piercing damage for Piercy.
Okay.
Oh, oosh. There's a dwarf down on the bottom who is killed on the east side. The other dwarfs are going to try and swarm. They've had some success.
Is the lich back to being a lich, or is it still...
No, it is Skordrenar. It's still in his form.
He's in corporeal form.
He is in a slightly corporeal form. In addition, there's a good point. I forgot to mention it. He has fully healed the lich.
Oh,
and he has
God.
fully recharged any of the recharging powers.
Oh shit.
This skeleton is going to come to the aid, and it does not have enough actions to get you, Piercy. There's another one that's going to close in on Bali. It cannot even get there. It'll go to there. There. And we will have that be done, that be done. So it is lich time. What's the distance? What is...
He's gonna send Shunko away. That's
He's
all.
limbering up.
That's the worst thing that's in here. Get that dog out.
There are fates of the world right here that are due to a 5-foot step Scourgeonar needs to take.
Oh my god.
He is going to go ahead and take that 5-foot step diagonally and no longer sustain the maze spell. And Yaru, the walls fall away and you find yourself on solid ground back in reality. No skeletons around.
He is not on solid ground. A key spell has been activated, and there is a flying cat who has, like Obi-Wan Kenobi backwards, has rephased into reality. I want to be directly in front of him.
You cannot. You've arrived right in the exact same space.
Oh, right where I was?
Right in the
That's not
exact
too
same
far away.
space.
I can see him now.
And he's done all of that to make sure to catch you and Piercy in the now most powerful spell we've ever seen in the game, a level 9 spell called Wail of the Banshee. He lets loose with a screaming shout of horrific shrills and chills and just horrific things that go at your very soul. I need Piercy and Yaru to make fortitude saves, please.
Okay, I'm going to. Can I use Charmed Life like every turn?
What does it read?
It just says use my reflex.
Instead.
Sorry, reaction. If you use a reaction before rolling, gain +2 to a saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use Charmed Life again.
Okay.
And this is fortitude.
Fortitude.
Gonna use a hero point.
Why? Why, Piercy?
It was a 9.
Okay.
Can't get worse than a 9.
A 9th level
A
spell.
little worse than a 9.
You said that about a 5.
I'm doing it. It's a 9 again. All right, so that's for me. That's a 32.
32. Okay. And what about Yaru?
You can just say whatever you're going to say.
Why? What did you roll?
Because it will have no effect.
What's going on?
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, critical success.
And I have any success on a fortitude is a critical success.
Sweet.
Anyway.
All of that work he did, letting you out to then catch you in the spell, and you negate all of that. That's fantastic. Those screams just roll right past you. Don't
I'm
even
still
hear
phasing
them.
in as he's screaming at me.
However, Piercy, you are caught in it with a failure. You take full damage, which is 58 points of negative damage. And then you need to roll a d4 and roll as low as you can. And that is the levels of the drain condition you get applied to you.
1.
Oh my God.
Nice.
So you lose 13 points of hit points from your maximum and current. And that could have been ×4 instead of ×1.
Another 13 points off.
Another 13 damage and 13 off your max. That could have been so much worse.
I'm hurting. I'm hoiting.
Next up is Sildren.
What are your hit points at, Piercy?
38.
And you have a lich
He
right there
says
with you.
through
Huh?
all the skeletons.
No, my mathing's entirely off of yours. Made you quite a bit higher.
None of this is good. I got very little left. I've pretty much tricked that pony out about as much as she's gonna go.
What? You've had spell slots for days.
Children! And Yoru like peeks his head around, Scourge. I'm back! Hi!
And he kind of like waves sheepishly, and he's shaking his head. And as he's doing that, he's also growing at the moment and turning more greenish, not a Hulk type green, but turning green, growing, wings extending. And before the two skeletons is a rather large green dragon.
Wow.
Nice.
Green dragon.
What level are you casting at? 6?
6. That is correct. And that uses
How many hit points?
2 actions.
38.
Quite a bit off from mine.
And I
you rest?
will.
That was with starting at full
Bite.
hit points. I've been hit a lot.
So damage. I will slash.
Crap.
Slash the
Gotta do a better
skeletons.
job.
Right.
Bludgeoning. I'm gonna tail slap the shit out of one of these guys. Okay, tail slapping.
Okay.
Nice
That
roll.
is going to be, let's see, AC 18. Blah, blah, blah. I imagine it's just my normal attack.
No, it's not. It's higher.
Yeah, we haven't figured this out outside of the
Let
system
me
before.
Code Dragon help here.
Yeah, thank you. AC 18 plus your level.
I don't have any specialty
20.
character markers, do I?
Your attack modifier is 20
no.
plus 22.
Okay, so same 40 to hit
Oh,
with the
there we go.
tail.
I'm sorry, 40 to hit
40 to hit.
is a critical hit.
Critical hit.
Yeah.
It is a bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And it will be 28 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Takes all of that damage.
That's critical 28?
Yeah, it's
Critical
only
hit?
3d10.
Oh.
Did you
And
roll 6d10?
I rolled 3d10 and doubled it.
Oh, check.
Okay.
And then Shunka
Where would you?
can't flank anybody at the moment.
No.
He is gonna go after. Oh God.
Jeez.
He's gonna charge the lich.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shunka.
All
Love
right.
you away. All right.
It's
Get
not
that
even-
son of a lich.
So he's leaping at the lich.
Okay.
27 damage.
That is not a hit. Who was first before is now pretty much last with Bali.
Molly, yeah.
Remember the time you had a raven that hit everything? That's cool.
Not.
I'm being blocked by skeleton.
Cool.
Run by?
Anything you can do about that?
Run past him. I got these guys covered. Go check on Yaru. Make sure he's got that in, cause it's gonna rain pretty soon.
Bolly starts terrassing away.
25 feet at a time.
Yeah, all the way to the
25.
east.
Give me 75 feet.
100? Do you
Plus
have
some
haste?
movement.
You can yell at me. You know?
Yeah, you have haste.
You can go 100 feet,
I know, but I have to.
or also known as one action for Yaru.
I have to go 75.
Steps.
Oh, okay. You're right there.
All right, then last up is Piercy.
Before that happens, Bolly obtains his horn
Okay.
and blows loudly into it.
Yeah.
Well, and describe the horn for everyone.
The horn is a heavy mixture of part stone and part horn from one of the local beasts in Dakarath, not in the other surrounding lands. And it takes a second to get it warmed up, but it lets out this fantastic sound that just reverberates through the cavern and echoes down. And if I understand correctly, that gets the ire of a lot of the dwarves going. And
All right, we will describe that in just a moment. At the end of the turn, we will finish up the turn. I love it, though. With Piercy, you're the last one.
All right.
You have a heal potion?
Oh.
Badly hurt, surrounded by skeletons with the lich nearby.
Uh-huh.
Got gloves.
I don't know if I can use them on myself.
You
You
can.
can. Of course you can.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
my ring.
It's just touch yourself.
Okay.
But you have to touch yourself in a
Yeah, you gotta
place.
do it for
Stop
a while.
touching yourself. Stop
Like
touching yourself.
20, 25 minutes.
Michael Jackson style.
Yeah, I was about to say I gotta woohoo.
Got one glove.
245.
They are white.
Is Shunka like right up there against the Lich?
Okay. Jumped at the
I put him in a good place for you to sidestep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move around here and flank the Lich as my first action. And then I'm gonna start attacking again. First attack.
What kind of move did you do?
I did a
step.
A step. Yes.
You're good and did not get 3 attacks of opportunity against you.
I did a step.
Oh.
First attack is 41.
On the Lich is a hit.
Awesome. And that's 7. That's 7 plus 3 fire. 7 slashing and 3 fire.
Very little damage gets through, but some does.
Second attack. 36.
36.
Sorry, 32.
32 is a miss.
Okay. Third attack, which is also going to be a finisher. Is again a 30. No, 34. Oh, yeah. Last attack was 34 because of flanking.
Miss.
Okay. This attack is a 34 as well.
Is a miss.
But I do get.
This is the confident finisher, minimum damage.
Yeah. 18. So 10 points of
precision damage.
Precision damage,
I believe, right?
Precise damage.
Precise damage. Sorry, that's correct. All right, you do more damage there, and I've changed the name to Avatar of Skordrenar for this creature, no longer named the Lich.
All right.
There is a loud horn that beckons
and echoes
throughout
Bellows.
this whole chamber. We're going to take our break here in just a second, but as this horn echoes, you hear from down below a cheer from the distant dwarves that are fighting down on the bridge as they hear this old cry, and that redoubles their efforts into their battles with the undead. In addition, there is a dwarf who says, no, that way, and points and tries to guide and get everyone where they need to go. And then that's exactly when we have a new player entering the battlefield as Xander and Yelena come from the outside and come flying in. And at the start of this new turn, Xander and Yelena can appear anywhere they want on this map, and then we will roll initiative and get them involved.
Yeah!
And we will take our break there. All right, we are back and the fight is continuing. Where are Xander and Yelena going to appear? Jeremy, you get to decide that.
With the pointing and the action and everything going on from the screaming and yelling, Xander is going to appear right near Sildren, right up and over the edge on the north side. So coming up over the side of the aqueduct, basically dropping in. Full on fire blasting, just whoop, right up and over.
All right.
What kept you?
Have I a story for you?
We don't have time for that.
And the group is back together for the first time in weeks, figuratively and literally.
Woo. Right where we are. This distance appears to be about 120 feet out from everybody that's on there. Is that right?
You're
95 feet. That's, I got plenty of room. All right, we're right there.
Before you go,
I don't see a Yaru.
Oh, sorry, Yaru.
I am back. Thank you.
There you go. You are visible now. Sorry about that. Before you go, Yelena goes first. She lets loose with a beam of concentrated fiery energy that hits an enemy close to Sildren. Sildren, you can pick either one of the skeletons that are next to you, the north or south one.
North.
Okay, and she has a concentrated beam on that guy, and until the start of her next turn, any hit on that skeleton is a critical hit. As it is now fueled with fire, and she does no damage, but any damage that gets through will then exacerbate that and create extra fire within it.
All right.
That's awesome.
You should learn that spell.
Nice shots!
I've got it, Tanner.
Look at the big sea lighting, you guys.
Kamehameha
And that's great.
wave.
This reminds me of a story.
talking, get back.
Xander, Lich, other things.
Xander sees the Lich from the other side and will cast from this distance chain lightning.
Nice. Oh, by the way, Jeremy, you have some cheer outs from the fans. Let's go, Xander. Let's get some burning hands on the ground, all caps.
Okay, let's go.
Is that Sammy?
No, that was the tater.
Okay.
We are going to start with a chain lightning effect, though. We're going to roll it against the far skeleton. I think the one at the south is too far away. Is that right? That's more than 30 feet away from the Lich or anyone above it?
Yeah, it's 50, 40 feet and stuff.
50 feet? Yeah, so we'll leave that one out. So we're going to do the one on the far cast. We're going to come on our way in. So we're going to work our way into ending at the Lich again.
All right, hitting 3 skeletons and the Lich.
It's a basic saving throw, and I'm going to make sure I'm rolling my damage.
Now, when Sildren does this, Yaru doesn't flinch.
Oh, 22, 24, 28.
Fail.
Piercy ducks.
Was one of those a critical fail?
22 was the lowest.
That is not a critical fail. It's a
All right.
DC 31 on my count.
Oh, close. And then Scourgeonar himself
Would have been a critical fail.
is a 37.
37 is a success, so he will only take half damage,
okay.
which in this case, the full damage was 51 points of electrical, so he'll take 25. Because D12s. Hang on a second, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm reading different
Oh.
spells. You want to re-roll those DCs?
This is
No,
why
no.
I'm always checking.
Oh, man, I should have kept the 8. So this is 17 plus 41, 57. 8's 58 points of damage, so half of that is math. 33?
29.
29, thank you.
Massive damage to 3 skeletons. They resist some, but they get really lit up. A couple of them, one of them is really badly hurt. 2 are pretty still badly hurt. Does not affect friends, and then it was some damage to the avatar of Scourgenar. Nice.
Last action of my 3, because I don't have haste.
You
I
do
wasn't
not
here for
have
that.
haste.
I pull out my Wand of Magic Missiles for the first time since I've received it.
All right. It is then. Oops. Don't need to move you. It is Yaru.
Master Yaru. Okay, immediately back in the plane, seeing Xander very excited, Yaru is going to use Abundant Step to teleport directly to where the mithril pin needs to go into the slot.
Okay.
And it would be action to take it out, action to place it.
Action to take it out, yes. Action to slam it home into the slot to secure this this big concrete section, yes.
It's done. I have 1 action left for haste.
It is not completely necessarily in the right spot. You need to hammer it home. This is your 3rd action still. You need to make an athletics roll, please.
Okay.
Oh, it's not a punch. It's an athletics roll.
Athletics roll.
It's a natural 19. So 39.
39. You hammer it and it goes a third of the way home and is not all the way in yet. It's almost like this T section, this pin needs to go in twice and then needs to be rotated into locked in place. You've got 1/3 of the progress down and you have 1 action remaining.
I do.
Don't you have haste with 4?
Yeah, I thought I.
That was still part of your 3rd.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to continue
Another athletics roll.
locking it into place here using all of my strength. I'm going to use it's a 26. I'm going to go ahead and use my last hero point here.
And no missed attack penalty on this. It's not an attack.
Yes. Oh, Jesus. A 23.
Okay, and you cannot
Just
quite get it. If
trying to-
only you had a dwarven hammer.
Yep.
That is Yaru. Palik, you're on the all by yourself.
That's fine.
All by myself.
Would I even use a hammer for?
You could use a dwarf.
You could lock your feet.
True.
Like somewhere.
How's this undead skeleton looking?
Pretty bad.
Come on, dwarvies, let's go. Let's beat these guys. Fuck. 33, I think is still a hit.
Is a hit.
Uh,
27, 4 of that being fire. No, sorry. 23 piercing, 4 fire.
All right. And don't you have all these cool debilitating things you get to do on it?
Using them, I rolled terrible.
Oh.
A lot of 1s and 2s there.
Gotcha. He's still alive.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, and I'll miss with a 25.
Hey.
And I've been doing pretty good on these third rolls. Let's see what happens, and I'll miss it.
All
Technically,
right.
you have 4.
You have a strike or
And it doesn't get worse than the 3 count, right?
I miss.
No, yeah,
three,
mistakes.
three whiffs in a row.
All right. He
4.
attacks you.
Yeah.
And is going to go ahead and just strike. He doesn't have the capability of smart to feint with a, oh, it was going to be so good. 25 to hit.
No.
Minus 33 to hit.
Oh, I'll nimble dodge with and nimble dodge out of that.
Okay. And a miss, just parrying, blocking, and dodging, and on top of this high section. There's a two skeletons next to Sildren. They are going to slice like crazy. One's going to slice like crazy. And instead does a total of 15 points of damage to his buddy as he overswings and hits.
Even skeletons can be intimidated by dragons.
However,
why is it so big?
his second attack as he swings at the dragon that is Sildren is a 33 to hit.
No.
And a 24. Wow. The other skeleton moves forward, takes a step towards Yelena since he is being lit up by this beam of fiery embers inside him. And then for second and third action, strikes at her. Miss it. Oh. And swings before he leaves excitedly and does 15 points of damage to the skeleton that hit him. Wow, is that terrible? Avon Costello
Continue
here.
fighting each other.
However, he gets a second attack on her, and that is a miss. Oh my God, these guys are sucking. Now, Piercy is on the right side. He is being ganged up on.
Did Piercy last?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he can get hit.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
he's being attacked right now.
Gotcha, okay, I thought
You
were
got some
saying it was
flanking
Piercy's
coming at you here, Piercy, with 37, 28, and 26.
First one hits.
First one. That is 29 points of slashing damage. And then again, triple attack on you.
29.
29 points of damage.
I have 9 points left.
26, 21, and 26 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, all 3 swipes miss.
I'm coming, Piercy.
Another skeleton moved once and strikes twice at Shunka with a critical hit
Okay.
and a 25 to hit.
Yes.
All right, the critical on poor Shunka is 54 points of slashing.
Okay.
But that's an attack eaten up. The last skeleton is just totally overwhelmed down in the bottom by the 3 dwarves and is killed. That leaves the Avatar of Skordranard to go.
This is fine.
Piercy, the good news is you are not taking any damage whatsoever. The bad news is that you see walls form around you and the reality is gone as you are banished to another realm. I need you to roll 1d4. Roll as low as you can for me, please. Doesn't count. Reroll.
2.
2. All right. He can cast that again in 2 turns. And he is there. He's got Shunka on him. He's got dwarves there. He is going to move closer to Yaru for his third action. Sildren, the dragon.
So the skeleton more to the north is the one attacking Yelena. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sildren's gonna go batshit crazy on that guy. Also, I have I didn't realize it, but the skeleton that I damaged before had 12 points of damage to him from last time. And I am going to do a tail swipe. Yeah. 19 plus 22, 20, 41 to hit.
To hit is a critical hit. Critical
Nice.
dragon slap.
There we go.
And that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 14, 20, 40 points of damage.
Whoa. What the type?
Bludgeoning.
Oh, I will not modify that. Huge crunch.
Which is why it's a tail and not something else. And then my tail goes up and back down. How much do you subtract for a second attack?
5.
5. 2, 4, 29. 29.
29 is a hit, unless the tail has the agile trait. That would make a difference, but no.
Nope.
Okay.
And that will be 15, 26 points of damage.
Had 25 left. Smash it over and over. You want to spend your third action just make it into
Play-Doh.
bone meal?
No, but that tail swipe will... and I have 2 actions left.
Yep.
Will actually...
He's right east of you.
He's directly east.
Getting dragon attitude. Where is this lich?
80 feet away to the east.
80 feet away. Sildren takes flight.
Yeah.
The only one that
His fly
I was
speed.
just too embarrassed to say it.
His fly speed is 100 feet, so he will connect with the lich.
You are struck with a 27 by a rusty sword from the skeleton that you flew past.
No. That's
Okay, miss. All right, continue. Land right next.
Dragged
Question.
across the scales.
What's the name of that spell that Scourgeonar or the witch is using to put people into a different plane of?
I know what it is.
It's a maze spell.
Okay.
Because I have Warren Navigator.
What does that do?
When you sense direction or attempt to roll against a maze spell,
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does it do?
you get a result 1 degree of success better than you rolled.
Holy cow!
Wow.
You are the counter to this spell. That is epic.
Anyways, I'm going to finish my attack. And I miss.
Okay,
Yeah.
swooping in, you just
And just land, and I'm like, hello.
Scourgeonar turns and sees you coming there and is getting out some icy.
landed in between us, maybe.
Sure.
And he's got an icy handout for his next action against you. Bali.
Oh, wait, no. I'm definitely, it's going to be on the other. No, there's, oh, man, that's puts us in a cone, bro. I don't like it.
Okay.
I mean,
Fair enough. He's a spell user. You're right.
All right, Bali.
You're a spell user.
Bolly is trying to
Oops,
race
sorry.
and clear a bunch of distance. Oh my god.
I bet you wish you had that bracelet of dashing right now. didn't you?
I got the haste to, hey, whatever.
The amount of time it took Xander and Yelena to catch up to us.
That's 3 moves.
Serious?
Yeah.
You got one more move though.
Christ. Yeah, one more move.
Another 25 feet.
25.
Just bringing back like Sir Brenrose 20-foot move. Remember?
Signal.
Yeah, remember that big tavernry battle?
Almost in the fight. 3 more rounds and I'll be there.
Dwarves are natural splinters!
Kirtzy, you are trapped in a realm that is neither here nor there. You need to make a survival or perception roll. And this is not an easy one because this isn't just a lich now. This is Scourgeonar magic. And it wasn't easy to begin with, as Alistair can attest to.
Had to come up with some creative
Okay.
shit.
So that is a 30. 34.
34
Or
is
perception.
a fail, so that is 1 success of the 4 you need. But you
But
have
it's-
the Warn Navigator becomes a success, so you just gain 2 successes of the
Right.
4 that you need.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice job.
That's all right. You can be out of this fight for a little bit. You're
Yeah,
that's you.
I know. I'm almost dead.
Oh.
Well, and you have 3 actions. I don't know if you have any.
By
healing
the time
spells,
Wally
but
gets there, you'll be out.
Yeah.
You can heal
Can
yourself.
can I use some
You can do
actions around
3 as
myself?
long as they're not searching for a way out.
Okay, then with another action, I'm gonna use my gloves, my healing gloves, on myself.
I need healing gloves.
All right. Well, we'll let you do
Yeah,
that, and
I'll
we'll
do that.
move to the top with Yelena, and Yelena is going to move. We'll let Sildren.
Can Shuka have
pick. No,
attack?
Yarrow hasn't done anything about. Yarrow, you pick Yelena's target for her critical enhancing.
Critical enhancing.
What
Yes.
she did before.
Oh, the
Her
Cyclops beam.
Her beam.
Kamehameha wave.
Oh,
You're in the way. That's why I said you should get in between me and him, so someone else can do something.
Yeah, she
But,
does need some line of sight. Just pick one.
Yeah, the skeleton beneath her, to the south.
Okay, got it. And then, did you have something, Chris?
Shunka forgot to attack.
Okay, go for it.
Matter, she's going to attack the skeleton that's right there. And
Okay, it is Xander's turn.
Xander activates his wand of manifold missiles. So for one action, he casts 3 magic missiles straight at the Lich, which are magic missiles. So that is a grand total of 5, 8 plus 3, 11 points of damage that cannot be blocked.
And you're spending 1 action to do this.
That's just 1 action for that one.
Okay.
For the other 2 actions, Xander's going to take his other hand and he's going to reach out, touch the bottom of the aqueduct or near the fence and say, "Stone out." And he casts Flesh to Stone
Okay.
on the Lich, who is now an avatar of Scourgeoner with flesh
Okay.
and is attempting to turn that flesh into stone. There's a basic fortitude saving throw, which you can try.
Here we go. 1 click. See what we got. Did it work? It did not work. 1
I
click.
think this should be a real die roll.
No. Let's make it happen. 28.
31 was what he was going for, so that is a fail.
What happens?
On a
Oh,
failure.
wait. He has +1 versus all saves. No, doesn't matter. 28.
On a failure, the target is slowed 1 and must attempt a fortitude saving throw at the end of each of its turns. This ongoing save has the incapacitation trait.
Okay.
On a failed save, the slowed condition increases by 1, or 2 if it's a critical failure.
Right.
A successful save reduces the slowed condition by 1. When a creature is unable to act due to the slowed condition from flesh to stone, the creature is petrified permanently. The spell ends if the creature is petrified or the slowed condition is removed.
Oh, I know.
All
I can
right.
get it.
No one has cast anything huge. Just the chain lightning. Let me double check. Spell targets you specifically. He will use his level 7 defensive ability. I will still keep that roll as a failure, but he's going to use this to possibly cancel everything. He's going to use spell turning
Oh, geez.
to reflect it back upon you.
No.
Instead, this is incredibly powerful.
natural one.
It needs to be his spell attack versus your DC. What is your spell DC?
31.
He got a 35. What's the spell level? The spell you just cast?
Spell level is a 6.
6. He cancels it.
Oh.
You can spend a reaction to attempt to reflect it. This uses the rules for counteracting. We just did. If the spell is successfully counteracted, the effect is turned back on the caster. Then spell turning ends. Spell turning can't affect spells that aren't targeted, such as area spells. You now need to make your own fortitude save.
Oh, shit. Okay. It's fine. I've got a lot of fortitude. I can totally do something with this. That's a low roll. That was a 5? So I'm gonna use a hero point on my own goddamn spell.
Hero Xander finally shows up after weeks and turns himself to
And here's this fine permanent addition to our aqueduct.
With the hero point, I roll a less than 5. That's a 2. So I have rolled a 23. I am slowed 1, and I have to continue to make my saves, or I petrify.
Are you ever gonna play this game again with me? Oh, I'm so sorry.
King Feon, we brought you a gift.
Oh God.
Jabba no bargain.
Wow, Yaru, you hear some squealing coming from Xander.
I do, and I don't even turn. I just, oh, brother, what has he done now? I have a turn, literally, to make here, I think. I have to turn this...
Gotta hammer it down again.
Oh, okay. Still my
Athletics
roll.
31 is your target, by the way.
Okay. That's not gonna do it. That's my first action. We'll go ahead and make another athletics roll here. It's the natural 1.
Oh, with a natural 1, you break the key out. No, with a natural 1, you start to move it and you can't get it. You pull it out to reset it and realize that was not the quite best way to do that. You are at 0 progress now.
Okay, I have 2 actions left. Let's just switch die and keep going.
Good call.
That's a 34.
Is a success. You're now a third of the way through where you need to be.
Need 2 more.
2 more.
Successes.
You want to go back to the maze. keep the loop going.
Last action.
Do it.
Another 19. 39.
39. You have now got it slotted all the way
Back to
in. You just need
where it was.
one last action to turn it into place.
Okay.
Nice work. It is Palik's turn. You are all by your lonesome on the west side.
Yep.
Oh, no. Sorry. That skeleton has been killed by the dwarf. That was
Oh,
after
very
you.
good.
And there's this other skeleton did
Yeah,
move
that's
in.
fine. No, not worried about him too much. Oh, he moves into me?
He did.
Oh, I'm hightailing it out. And I'm gonna run over to these dwarves. How do you open the gates? My cat buddy, he fit that pin in. We're good to go.
29 to hit. Attack of opportunity.
Nope.
Okay, miss. You race over the dwarves. You say that. The dwarf says, the aqueduct's secure.
Yeah.
And they look at each other, and one of them grabs onto the wheel and starts cranking.
No, don't crank. That's how you do it. You just crank.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna crank it. You guys run for those boats. I'm a good swimmer. No offense, but I don't think your little legs are gonna be great at swimming.
And they run absolutely terribly, comically bad, looking just like Bali as they run out to the east, making their way towards the boats. And Palik, what are you? You're waiting.
Oh, well, I
gonna-
figured that took a few actions, so yeah, I'm like gonna end my turn, like ready to crank.
She's
Okay.
one crank away. I'm one turn away.
Yep. It's timely. It is skeleton time. This skeleton is going to go. What's the distance? Oh,
Yeah.
cannot get to you and make an attack, but he's right on you, Palik. There is more skeleton. There are more skeletons to the south here. They are going to east. They're going to close in on Shunka and spend all their actions attacking Shunka.
Ooh.
Shunka with 24.
Nope.
Geez, 17, 19. Then 25, 27.
Nope.
And a 33.
33 hits.
Okay. Shunka's hit for 24 slashing. Not a ton of damage for all these attacks. The dwarves are going to close in from behind and engage them. And kill one of the skeletons that was badly hurt. That is it. It is the avatar of Skordrenar. No, it is. Yes, it is the avatar of Skordrenar's turn.
Who's not slowed.
Who is
Damn it.
not slowed. He is going to blast the dragon as previously declared with a big blast of frosty goodness.
Yep.
Cool, chilled, rich, bold in flavor.
Good call on that then.
That is an attack roll of 48.
Critical.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Mochi balls.
Yikes. We are going to here. We are going to Polar Ray. We are doing, oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 D10.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong dice. It's D8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 D8 with a critical. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 D8.
Nice knowing you guys.
Average of 4.5 per.
You take 76 points of cold damage and are drained 2.
Holy cats.
That is 26 additional points of damage and 26 off of your maximum hit points as well. Huge ice covers the dragon. There's a roar from the green dragon in pain. How many hit points do you have left?
74.
Oh, okay. You're looking
Wow.
not too
Because
bad.
I have temporary hit points from being a dragon as well.
He will maintain with his third action the maze, knowing you were trapped there forever, Piercy. And as a free auto action, he will re-engage his spell turning ability. Does Scordonar, and his turn is over. It is Sildren, the dragon.
Does Sildren see what's going on? He wouldn't know what's going on with Palik.
No.
Mm-mm.
He knows what's going on with Master Yaru. He's going.
Let me interrupt you one time. I think it would be fitting when the spell was bounced back. He wants to throw in just a little bit of a taunt at you, Xander. I think it would be fitting. And he calls out to you as you start to turn to, or slowing down, actually, that's right. He calls out to you, Xander, and says, and you, gnome, you will know your punishment is also death, similar to the dwarves, as my shadow reigneth followed his orders as he slew your father in Edlin home.
Oh.
His soul wanders my realm lost, looking for a place to rest.
That sucks. What? Okay.
He violates turn order. Goes now.
Sildren, go with your turn.
So. Okay. Sildren's just going to make simple attack. He's just going to attack the shit out of the Lich.
With what? Tail?
Actually, he's going to take a step back
Okay.
and then lash out with his tail.
A little bit
which
of
has
reach. All right.
34.
Is a miss.
He's going to attack one more time.
You have speed. You can go 2 more times.
It's going to be slightly lower. Shunka's. I'm going to sacrifice one of my actions to give Shunka an extra one. Shunka's going to step back, and then Shunka's going to
Oh, sorry.
go southwest 40 feet. Yep.
Okay.
Living up to not staying in
Bolly.
helping.
There's nobody else in melee range.
There's the dwarves down there.
They're fine.
Oh.
They heard the horn. It's they're charged.
What you got, Bolly?
25.
He's in a maze of his own called distance.
Running a straight line.
There's 25.
And then Sildren.
there, and then 5 feet. Children.
I gotta run towards Sildren there with all due.
Chris, would you roll
You wanna
1d4
go
for me,
full
please?
50?
I gotta be within.
That's gonna take.
2.
Okay.
Be within.
Well,
So you're running like crazy to the
right
east.
here.
Yep.
Piercy, you are stuck in a crazed maze dimension trying to find your way out.
On Warren.
Survival or perception?
33.
33 is a failure, which gets bumped up to a success, which gives you 2 successes of the 4 we need.
Even hit.
And you return, finding the path home. You fall through a wall of this weird maze and fall and arrive back in the exact spot you were at. I don't know where that was at on the map, though.
About
Oh, it's
there-ish.
Okay.
Yep.
Seems about right.
And you have your remaining actions left.
Hello!
And no one is more surprised than Scourgeonar himself. Wait, what?
I guess
How'd
I'll
you do that?
I guess I'll work on the skeleton to the north of me. First attack, so it's a 37.
Is a hit.
And that's 8 plus 6 fire.
All right, you do no damage whatsoever.
Okay. Second attack is a 37,
Is a hit.
and that's 7 plus 2 fire.
You do no damage whatsoever.
Can you do something other than piercing damage? Is that possible?
Piercing and slashing.
Slashing.
name is Piercy.
His name is in slash.
Why don't you try slashing?
Natural 20.
Yeah!
Oh,
Slashing.
No piercing damage.
double everything you just rolled for damage.
And then eliminate it.
You just multiply it by. All right, never mind.
And then, because it's critical,
Is this slashing or piercing?
it's going to be slashing this time.
All right.
So there's 12, excuse me. There's 12, 24 slashing, plus 11 fire, plus, well, I guess we'll do persistent later.
Yeah, the persistence later.
24 slashing plus 11 fire.
And
No
11.
damage whatsoever.
You do some light damage.
Aha! I got you.
And he is lightly on fire. He is badly wounded though, so that's something. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. With the quicken and everything.
Yeah, because my first one, I did 3. Oh. No, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and pick a target for Yelena.
Yelena is going to go try to do something at Scourgeonar.
And she needs a line of sight.
Okay,
She can move a
Yelena
little
is
bit.
going to go after the north skeleton as well.
Yeah.
Your north skeleton?
Yes.
Okay.
She's passing a skeleton. It's cool. Go for it.
All right. Xander. Slowed 1.
Friggin' slowed 1 and angry as hell, but hanging onto the wall. The wand fires itself. It does not require an action to do so because I'm just holding it. It's a manifold missile.
Oh, it's a cool magic item.
Yeah, so it's going to throw itself straight at him. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage right into Scourgeonar's face. And from the comment that he made, Xander absolutely gets enraged, and with the fire inside of him, it glows from his hands down to his feet, and his feet start glowing red and sending a red pulse all the way through the aqueduct underneath Scourgeonar, and a volcanic eruption of lava blasts out from under him, throwing lava and magma into the air and encasing him in it. He has a reflex, so he can try to get away from it.
All right.
It's a 31 DC.
31 reflex save. I am applying a massive -4 penalty due to the extreme anger from Xander. That gives him a 30 reflex roll.
He needed a 31, so he's going to take full damage, which is going to be 64 points of fire damage.
Oh, he resists a little, but that's a lot of damage.
He is also now encased. All normal terrain is difficult terrain to a flying creature, and such creatures immediately descend the 20 feet at the moment that they are encased, because all creatures are encased in this area.
Okay.
You don't take damage from the fall, but they are encased in the rock and can attempt to escape against your DC to end the effect. Otherwise, the creature remains encased until the stone takes a total of 50 damage, freeing it from the rock.
So
It says it. The creature remains encased until it takes a total of 50 damage. Is that the stone or the creature freeing it from the rock?
on the ground. Okay, so dealing a lot of fire damage, a lot of encases the creature in the area. The creature encased in the rock is clumsy 1 and takes a minus 10-foot penalty to its speeds. So it can still move around, but has to, but has that restriction.
All right.
So reflex saves are and ranged attack rolls are dropped by 1. That's pretty good. Okay. Then I think you're done. Yes.
That is. Oh, I gotta make sure that I'm not continuing to slow down myself.
Right. This is big because you're going to lose spell capabilities if you fail this.
Yeah. That's awesome. So that's a 16 plus my 21. That is a 37 against my spell DC of 31.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a success.
So then you go down to slowed 0.
Slowed 0.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Ooh.
Holy shit, man.
Ooh.
Woo! I got nothing on me.
And go ahead and gain a hero point. Master
Nice.
Yaru.
I have an athletics to roll. Just twisting the final section of the pin, if I'm remembering correctly, with a 32.
Is just enough, and it clicks into place, and the whole section everyone's on here drops about 2 feet and feels very solid now.
So as he does that, he doesn't turn, he doesn't do anything, he's still holding onto the pin. You can try to kill us. You can try to separate us. But you will never defeat us. And Yaru fades away and does another abundant step.
Goes back to the
50
Not literally separate us. No.
50 feet to the west. And using my last 2 actions, I will... Or 60 feet to the west, I'm sorry. My last 2 actions will run towards Palik to the gate.
Okay.
So that's 180 feet.
Nice. Speaking of which, Palik, it is your turn.
Second.
You hear, by the way, Yaru, as you run by, the loudest dwarven curse you've ever heard as you go racing by, like, what, 200, 240 feet in a single turn.
Little doggies, you need to get into those boats. And hoping the dwarves are faster than Bali.
The dwarves are yelling at you, Yaru. Wrong way, go to the boat.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Just go. Women and children first.
How far do the dwarves get towards the boats?
On the map.
They moved before my turn last time. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna give a crank.
No, they can go. Yeah, I got
They've
the
been
timing
running.
wrong. They are on the boat. This guy is not on the boat. So 3 of them are on the boat.
Okay, that's pretty good odds.
I knew it. Fucking knew it. If it was one, she was going to do
towards that skeleton that's right on me. You'll be dealt with in a minute, and I'm gonna crank this bitch and see what happens.
All right, you crank the bitch, and as you crank this impromptu maintenance valve that's not designed really for this purpose, but it's just enough. There's 2 gates that are on the west side with a immense complicated mechanism behind, with a whole underground river racing by with so much pressure, and as you do, these gates start to open up almost like ship bulkheads, the Titanic type thing, and then just huge cutting water just blasting through and immediately flooding through and starts splashing. And the skeleton and you are both washed and blasted away. And you need to make a grab. How do we do grabs?
Athletics.
Is it athletics? I think it is.
Trust me, it's athletics.
As you are blasted over and down into that large hole that's on that section of the map.
You have that edge catching thing?
Yeah, do you have
Steady balance.
steady
Or,
balance.
I do have steady balance, but I don't think that's
or,
gonna
oh
work.
no, grapple. Yeah,
No.
you're right. There's a
And I roll a 3. I'm gonna go ahead and burn a hero point.
Yes, please.
Athletics. 34.
Really? What did you roll?
An 18.
Oh, wow. you made it look like it was a single digit. You are able to hold on as you get blasted over and about to fall into this tremendous drop. And you are literally like a freaking Austin Powers mini-me holding on to the edge of the railing of stone as the water continues to blast. And all you can do is hold on, and you hope you can maintain that finger strength. The moment you lose it, you're going to be blasted out and down. Your turn is over unless you have something crazy in mind that you want to risk life and limb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Catch me. I'll try to catch you.
Then it is Skeleton's turn. That skeleton near you is obliterated. There are a few more over here next to Piercy, and they are going to try and finish you off. As I think you're somewhat low.
I did do my
Some
healer's
healing?
gloves.
29 to hit, 31 to hit.
No.
Okay, and then more attacks coming your way. Ooh, that's got to be 38 to hit.
That does.
23. All right, 38 to hit is 25 points of slashing as you block, dodge.
Okay.
And it is
Where's that put you?
15.
the Avatar of Skordrenar.
Hold on.
Yes.
One of those takes some persistent fire damage.
Yep, the guy up top
6.
takes no fire damage.
All right.
As a matter of fact, what's the most you can do?
10.
We don't need to worry about that.
Okay. All right then.
We're good. We're good. It is the Avatar of Skordrenar. That is not charged. That is not charged. He can't maintain. He is not slowed. He is refreshing his spell turning. He is going to... He's going to step into the middle of a group of heroes and moves towards Bali. And is between Bali, the green dragon of Sildren, and...
Isn't he encased?
Oh, shoot.
He's
his movement
encased.
speed. Oh, my God. That's bad. Hold on.
Can't move.
There's no graphic.
No, he
but-
can move, but his
He's
speed is dropped by
clumsy.
10.
Yeah.
That's really bad because he only has 25. Shoot, Bali.
You know how I feel.
And he takes a penalty
Oh,
to all his dex-based checks, rolls, and DCs.
I got to double check. I think Bali, he still just catches you. I'm going to double check. This is very important. Very important.
And is that a -1 to his
Very important.
spells as well?
Well, you do not want 40. It is 40. He's right at 40 with that reduction in speed. Thought you were safe.
Nope.
All right, I'm going to double check one more time. 35. It is 40 feet to get to Bali. He steps 15 feet and then lets loose with his last wail of horrific screams that blasts every one of the three of you. That is Bali, Sildren, and Piercy. Please make saves of the fortitude variety, please.
Yeah, I'm using Charmed Life.
Does this have a necromantic tag?
This has the necromantic and negative and death and auditory tags.
Don't sound good.
Wow!
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
I needed that.
It's a good time for that.
It's Fortitude?
Fortitude.
Fortitude is a...
Not too bad.
not too bad. I don't think it's enough.
33.
Is a fail?
I'm gonna use the hero point.
Really?
Yeah, it's not enough. Like,
You got a
I minus
34. All right.
I got a 36.
Got a 36. Not enough.
That's better. That's a 41.
41 is a success.
Wow.
What a gamble. However, this is a level 9 spell.
Yeah.
So it's a success in quotes. We got, what did you roll, Sildren?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
And what was the total of that then?
40.
It's exactly what you needed on all of that.
Wait,
Oh
was
my
it
God.
fortitude?
Fortitude.
41.
Okay. So, Sildren, you take no damage whatsoever. With a success, Piercy, you take full damage
Wow.
Why fool?
because it's a level 9 spell. And with a failure, Bali takes full damage and then is drained 1d4 levels.
Oh my God. Levels?
The drained levels that we have.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
So,
wait, that was fortitude.
fortitude.
So it's just a 40 because I'm already drained 1. So it's a 40, not a 41.
Okay.
That I got.
Still good. That is 60 points of damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Fiercey is dropped. You are now at dying 1. That is 60 points of negative damage to Bali. And Bali, I love it when you roll your own. Go ahead and roll a 1d4 levels of drained.
1.
You lose 13 more points of damage and lose 13 off of your maximum damage as this horrific scream is done. That is his last level 9 massive spell that Scourgeonar unleashes. Whew. Sildren.
Sildren falls back about 35 feet to the northwest. Turns back into himself.
Right?
And says, I am so sick of seeing you around. Make Keth denounce you. And he casts his 7th level spell, Sunburst. It'll be a 60-foot radius, and his intention is to catch both skeletons and the avatar Scourgeonar in that.
You catch all 3 skeletons and Scourgeonar.
And Scourgeonar has a negative. He's making they're all making reflex saving throws.
Oh, and he's clumsy.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Oh, no. Maybe.
26.
Oh, that's a skeleton got a 35 save,
That'll save.
38 save,
That'll save.
Big save.
and a 32 save. This is reflex saves?
Yep.
Yep. And then Scourgeonar got a 31.
Scourgeonar failed.
Oh, I thought he had it.
The rest succeeded.
So thought he had it.
So that's 51 fire damage plus 45 positive damage.
You obliterate one skeleton, you obliterate a second skeleton, you obliterate an almost fully healthy third skeleton. No, that was a fully healthy third skeleton. And the avatar is still standing.
Wow.
Was that spell attack, was it target or was it like a burst?
Big burst area.
effect.
Big burst, okay.
Massive
Which
amounts of
means it
holy.
avoided his turning spell ability.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Huge. Bali.
That was my last trick.
Big trick.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I played well. Good job.
Oh, also, all of you can see
We've heard something.
the end of the minecart chase in the second Indiana Jones movie as the water's starting to come.
Sildren also yells Shunka, and Shunka basically gets at least next to, like, Shunka's on top of Sildren
All
right.
right.
now. And I don't know if you can, but changing my
I got it.
icon back to normal size.
All right, Bali, what do you got?
Bali lets loose a cone of energy, brilliant and scintillating, It washes out from him, encompassing him, the Avatar, Scourgeonar, and one Piercy and any skeletons and dwarves that might be around him.
And what happens?
This is a heal spell that doesn't like undead. And
what's the range?
60.
Wow.
60-foot cone? Wow, nice.
Oh, it's the cone that you can shape.
Yes, my ability. And there is I think it's a flat fortitude. Boom. It's in the area. Basic fortitude save.
Fortitude saves. Okay, the big one. There are no skeletons left. It's really up to the Avatar making a fortitude save.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes the Avatar Scourgeonar. Critical success.
Oh.
Okay.
12 and 22. 39 healing to myself and Piercy, and would have been 39 damage to
And
me.
the dwarf.
And the
then
dwarves. The
healing
dwarves
to
are
the
fully
dwarves.
healed up. The big one is for Piercy for sure.
Yeah.
And Bali finally gets to contribute. Poor guy. Piercy, you do not get your turn right now. Who took you down? Scourgeonar did, right?
Yes.
All right, so that puts you at 32.6. So you go to the front of before him. It is Yelena. Bali, pick a target for Yelena.
Chooses the last remaining target that I see.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Avatar, whatever
She
it is.
lights him up with a beam of energy, and this little core of fire is brewing inside, doing no damage on its own, but prepped for someone else. And Xander, you are next.
There we go. First, Xander's magic missile fires itself as it is overflowing that manifold for a total of that is 11 points of damage.
But you'll double that because it's critical.
No, those don't have criticals.
No?
He had 12 remaining.
Oh, God.
He has 1 hit point remaining.
Xander,
Do magic missile.
Xander's like quite
Just
literally
Uh-huh.
just still seething with fury about what he said about his father. His feet are still glowing. He walks towards him, leaving these footprints, these burning footprints, all the way over to get himself
You
right up in
screwed
front
up
of him.
now. You made him mad.
How many feet, sir?
You can walk all the way. You can right there, right in front of him. It's 50 feet. 50 feet is the true distance. And reaching down and using the magic he started with from the very beginning, the whole time, Xander grabs an elemental toss and grabs a wad of fire and turns it once, turns it twice, and the third time and focuses it straight into the face of Scourgeonar and blasts it forward, hitting him for, let's see, that is 10, 12 plus 28, 40 points of fire.
Oh, you have to hit him.
Yeah, hang on.
It's a spell attack.
It is a spell attack. You're right. So I'm going to roll the attack as he, he stands in front of him and rolls out for 35 to hit.
All right. He spell turns that right back at you.
Wait, what? Wait, can I just punch him?
He succeeds with a 35.
Magic missile.
You then the spell is successful and the effect is turned back whether or not. Okay, so then that is versus your own armor class. That so what did you roll?
I rolled a 35.
So 35 versus your own armor class is a hit.
It is a hit. I have
Okay.
a 31 armor class.
You don't have to re-roll to see if it, because if it had missed him, Orjanar.
No,
Damage was 25.
cast away. When I spell targets you,
it
can
was-
cast
no,
this using
it
the
was-
rules for the
it was
cell.
28 plus,
No, you're right.
12.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll. Go ahead and re-roll.
Reroll the attack.
Your spell
The
attack
attack.
on
Hit
yourself.
Don't roll.
I rolled the same damn roll as a 35.
All right. You hit yourself, roll your damage, and you are done unclimactically.
Unclimactically. In your face, my face!
Yaru.
Damage, sir.
That is 36 fire damage.
Palik is dangling right now, I believe.
And water is rushing towards you.
I'm going to use my last and final focus spell to activate Wind Jump to fly. And I am immediately going to give chase. I will go however far it is to Palik. That'll be 100 and so feet. So 2 actions to get there. A final action. Can I reduce my movement speed and carry her? Like if I cut my movement speed in half, can I carry Palik? I'm gonna do that and hover 35 feet in the air, or hover about 5 feet in the air over the water, flowing water.
All right.
And carry her around and back towards
the east. All
So
right,
we'll go-
Palik, you feel hands. You almost think you're getting yanked off.
It's that.
No, not
curvy
directly
dwarf.
over,
Yeah.
not directly east, because there's a giant gap right there. So we need to go around
You're
and just
flying.
kind of. Yeah, but I have to maintain that flight, and if I
Oh.
drop you,
Good call.
I want to drop you in the water, not in the magma.
All right, you are picked up and moved carefully away, Palik. Palik, anything you're doing?
Other than looking annoyed at this cat carrying me,
I could drop you.
nah, let's not do
You'll miss the
that.
boat.
Just
All right. Piercy,
She's like kicking at the water.
Yeah.
you are prone. What are you doing?
Well, I kip up for free.
All right.
And then I move over to Scourgeonar
yeah, do
All
it.
right. He turns to face you.
and
Can someone give me a push?
I say, nah, you're an easy target now. Hero point that shit. I need somebody to
I'll give you a hero point.
All right, thank you. That was a natural one.
Sylvan had
Oh
2,
my
I don't
God.
know. I guess you had.
Yeah, too.
Reroll that
Unload
one.
yourself.
7. That misses.
What was your total attack to hit?
33.
Sure. That's a miss.
Um,
I said do your worst.
second attack. 35.
It's a miss.
Actually, it's less than that. Oh my god.
Building up to my competent finisher. That's all I want to do.
He's wobbling.
Is there any is there a way like I can get
Don't
like
you-
a for
If you
sure
can get him.
hit?
Don't you have that
The
one
finisher,
right?
panache, the guaranteed damage.
What's that?
Confident finisher.
I don't have panache right now.
Jesus.
All right, let's say I tumble behind. Let me.
Nope, you have one action
Yeah.
left. You can tumble behind now.
With acrobatics +1, that's a 38.
38 versus him plus is a success.
All right.
There you go.
You are now behind him and you have gained panache. It is his turn.
He's got haste.
No, that was 4
I
actions.
moved
No, he
up.
kipped up for free.
Kept up for free.
That's right.
That's bad. No, it's guaranteed.
It is.
Oh!
I have one move left.
All right, describe it. Take him down.
It's a finisher. I just want to see. Okay, I still get him for. It's a finisher. Yeah. And I tumble behind him. I say, he's an easy target now. And I just look him as I look him in the eyes. I just take my my sword and just cut right through the middle of this stony lava rock pillar, and just slash him right in half like Fruit Ninja.
There. Hit the purple bomb. He makes a gasp and separates and collapses into 2 chunks. You are more than confident that you have not slain the real Scourgeonar, obviously, and it turns back into more of the skeletal lich form. as you turn and cheer. Yay, everybody! Giant mass of water comes slamming in.
Still don't have time to cast one spell?
No. We have Yaru and Palik who are fine, or how long does your spell? A minute, right?
It lasts 1 minute.
So you're fine for now.
Against the boats.
We have Yelena, who is hammered from behind. We have Sildren. We can have Shunka dive into safety of the pouch. Xander is hit. Bali is hit. You're moving faster than you ever have, though.
Oh, yeah.
Finally. Thanks for what it feels like.
As is Piercy and the Three Dwarves, which is my favorite childhood story, by the way.
The mouse and three
Let me tell you about the story of Piercy and the Three Dwarves.
And everyone who I described takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Where it goes.
Okay.
As you are hit and washed and drop down a section, hit and wash and drop down a section, then maybe the water for a few of you is just not enough to move you, and then a boat comes and more water as they're screaming and yelling, and you're dropped section after section after section after section, and we will stop there for tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This was crazy. And I've got some after show comments for sure. We will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Bye. See you next week.